Wife Life. Today I am talking about jealousy, but specifically the topic of being friends with your ex when you are in a committed relationship with somebody else. I know many of you out there are like, hell no, that is a recipe for drama, disaster, World War 10,000, but I want to share my story and my thoughts on this topic. But before we get into that, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, make sure you do so. I'm actually doing a giveaway next week on Instagram, so you don't want to miss out on that. Follow me at Lindsay Albanese. And then also, there's no greater validation than when you guys subscribe to my channel. So if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you subscribe below. I would love to have you back every Friday for a new video. 2 more announcements. I will be at BeautyCon on July 9th in Los Angeles, so if you want to chat and take selfies with me, make sure you buy tickets. I've included the link below. And also, this is the last week that you guys can sign up for School of Style online courses. So if you're interested in the profession of being a stylist, or you just want to know more about it, you definitely need to buy these tickets for the online courses, and that link is below. And you only have 1 more week, so you better get them. But first, we sip. And in all honesty, it's 10 a.m. right now, but hey. All right, so I am a huge supporter of being friends with your ex when it is in the most healthy way. I am friends with my ex. We were together from 16 to 21. Now, I know that is a very long time, and it's also very young to be in a relationship, and we are still friends to this day. We just had a barbecue last week. He was there, my family was there, my husband was there, he brought his kids, and we were just one big old happy family. Now, I'm sure many of you are saying, why be friends with your ex? An ex is an ex for a reason. Why? I get it. You know, in many situations, you're with somebody, you break up and it's over, and that is fine. Now, clearly you broke up for a reason, so there's probably a lot of dumb stuff that you broke up for or whatnot. But if the foundation of your relationship was rooted in friendship, like you were best friends, you could be yourself with each other, you laughed, you enjoyed the same things, there was positivity, and you kind of enriched each other's life. I think if that was part of your relationship, there is no reason to just like cast it away for the rest of your life. I think that if that was there, you can actually have a friendship in the future, a platonic, healthy relationship. Now, if your ex was an evil, mean person, there was verbal, mental abuse, physical abuse, why would you want to be friends with them? I think when you're getting into that territory where you are in an abusive relationship and you're trying to be friends with them, maybe there's an underlying issue with you that you are trying to hold on to something that's not yours anymore when you should be paying more attention to the relationship you're presently in. Like, that's when you should not be friends. Only when it is good and honest and true. There's no toxicity, there's no jealousy. You can have a mature relationship. Another thing, a friendship with your ex is nothing that should be forced. You need it to come naturally. You need to break up, have space in between you, and then if things come around and you end up talking again after you've both completely moved on, then that is fine. But it's nothing that you should ever strategically plan. That just kind of doesn't make sense. These things should naturally occur in your life. Now, I'm sure many of you guys are asking, how in the heck is that possible? Well, of course, when I first started dating my husband 10 years ago, I right away told him, hey, I'm friends with my ex. And of course, he was like,
why? You either still have feelings for him or you still want to him.
Babe! Yes, the typical. You think something funky is happening, whatnot. I totally understand those thoughts. So for me, I made sure that I had them meet as soon as possible in like a fun environment, because I think doing that right off the bat eliminates any insecurities like, oh, she's friends with her ex, I haven't met him. You guys know, I don't even need to explain what you would think. So I had them meet as soon as possible early on in our relationship so that Matt, my husband, could judge him, Kevin, his character himself, and see if they vibe. And I knew that when they met, bet that they would get along. So having them meet right away was really important. The whole common thread between this whole dynamic that really made this work is the fact that these are two cool, confident, and mature guys. And they actually like each other. I mean, that's the thing in me being friends with my ex. It's not just me today being friends, it's my husband too. And I also think it's really important that even though I am friends with my ex, ultimately when push comes to shove, my husband is first. You can't put your ex ahead of the partner that you have at that moment, because then, hello, that ruins the whole dynamic of potentially being friends and makes people insecure. And it's also just effing weird and dramatic. Now, the only way to be friends, I mean real friends, not friends with benefits, real platonic friends with your ex. The only way to do it is to be completely sexually and emotionally over it. Like, you have put space between your relationship, you broke up, you moved on with your life, and you have come full circle to a place where you can have a healthy relationship without feeling jealousy or emotion. Now, again, I'm not an expert at this, but I feel this is so important to be able to be truly friends again, not friends with benefits. Big difference. There can't be any part of you that would think you may go there. You have to be over it. Now, there's no one-size-fits-all answer or way to do this. I feel that in my experiences and in my heart, everything I've talked about are the big components that need to be in the situation to make a friendship with your ex work when you are in a committed relationship with someone else, so that you can all be friends. But I would love to know what you guys think about this topic. I would love to know, are you friends with your ex? Do you still think I'm crazy? I mean, come on, you guys, we broke up like 15 years ago. Moved on, it's over with. But let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe. I have another Wife Life video coming up soon, and then a bunch of other stuff. And yes, follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to sign up for School of Style if you're interested. Come see me at BeautyCon on July 9th and all that stuff. And I will see you guys next week. Cheers.